Hello everybody, it's VerticalSandwich. Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest XI. It's a wee bit stormy all of a sudden. In our last video, we accidentally collected Eric, even though we're not supposed to have him. And now we're heading to Zvard's Rust to see about people having the same dream at the hotel. Or the inn.
Giovando, this ship of yours is not about to sink, is it?
Don't mention the S word. I'll have us out of this in just a jiffy.
I smell fresh flesh.
That voice, where is it coming from?
Oh, yeah. Tremble before the mighty Alizarin, faithful servant of the Lord of Shadows and ruler of the deep. You dare to enter my realm unbidden. Know that an insult to me is an insult to my lord and master. Prepare to pay with your lives.
You're the one who'll be paying, you great big slimy so-and-so! Get a load of this! Are you having me on? I just blasted you with pearly gates and you barely even flinched!
The orb with which my lord and master entrusted me renders all your petty human enchantments null and void. Now join me in the blackest depths of despair.
No! Alright. So yeah. Alizarin, our enemy and destroyer of Nautica, is a jerk. And an invulnerable jerk. Alright. This place looks nice. So we're at question mark. There are no sparkly spots nearby at question mark. But it is a nice little area. Nice little path. Okay, there are bookshelves, but no books we can read. No chests we can open, no pots we can break. Because of course there wouldn't be. We can never get back here, that's why. It looks different! Well, so too. Don't look so worried, this place isn't heaven, but it's certainly not hell either. I'd love to stand there. Grab yourself a rod. There's one over there. Okay. There's some fishing rods standing nearby. Pick one up. No. Alright, yes.
And what, might I ask, are you staring at? Is there something stuck to my face?
No.
All right, all right. It is rather an imposing appearance, I agree. Why don't we try another? No. Still no good. Well, if at first you don't succeed.
Not settling on a particular form, hmm? That rather makes me think you might not know who I am.
Okay! She should have stayed the dog.
In your world, I am known as the Seer. I take on different appearances for different people, you see. By which I mean to say that I look different depending on who is doing the looking. But enough about me. How's the fishing? Caught anything?
First off, it should be said that looking different depending on who is doing the looking is actually true for all of us. But, has it caught anything? Yeah.
You're a terrible liar, you know.
Well, you're sitting right next to me. Wouldn't you have noticed if I caught something?
You're not ready yet, you see. When the time comes, you will know it. When the fish finally takes the bait, you must be ready to reel it in. But until then, you have no choice but to wait patiently. That is just the way of life. You know, I have the strangest feeling I've met one of your companions. Eric, was it? Well, no matter. We are not here to discuss him. Come, let us go inside. We can save the fishing for another day.
They really missed the opportunity to make a really fun minigame here.
Take a seat. Make yourself at home. Now, the fact that you're here makes me wonder if you might have taken a bit of a wrong turn somewhere. Hold still for just a moment. So that's it. Worried we've lost the power of the luminary, are we? Well, I'm afraid there's not much I can do about that. But there is one thing I can say. You may think that your power has been taken from you by the Lord of Shadows. But power cannot be taken, no more than it can be touched or tasted. Especially not the power of the luminary. Still no idea what I'm talking about, huh? Well, no matter. I think that's enough for now. Let me leave you with this thought. When the time comes, you will know. You will feel the tug on the line, and you will know. As in fishing, so in life. Oh, that's right. You're drowning, aren't you? That won't do at all.
So the lesson of this game is that our main character cannot swim. Anytime he falls in the water, somebody has to save him.
Well, don't fret. A certain sacred tree tells me it's not your time just yet. Right. We'd better get you woken up, hadn't we? You are the luminary, after all. You have rather an important task to be getting on with. Go. Save the world.
Darling, you're alive! Oh, thank goodness.
When you took that tumble into the sea back there, we all thought you were done for, laddie. Oh, it was terrible. We tried to fish you out, but you slipped beneath the waves before we could get to you. But then, well, it was nothing short of a miracle. There was a bright light, and suddenly, there you were, floating up from the seabed. Somehow we managed to pull you out of the water, give that big, slimy so-and-so the slip, and get here to safety. I still don't know quite how we did it.
Which means you don't have to explain it to me. Right, got it.
What's the matter, honey? You look like you've seen a ghost. You're kidding. You were fishing and you met a person called the Seer and they turned into a dog? Oh, come on, silly Billy. You were just dreaming, that's all. You were out for a long time.
You have been through quite an ordeal. You need rest. As do we all. Come.
Yeah, the idea is to go stay at the end, right? So we can have the dream that everybody else has.
Put courage in your heart and lightning in your hand.
There'll be time enough for staring out to sea tomorrow, laddie. Come on, let's get you to bed.
Yeah, except I don't really want to do that. Party bed down in the cabin on the seashore and taking much needed rest. Oh, you're awake at last. I hear you were attacked by the sea monster everyone has been talking about. I can't believe you survived. It must be your lucky day. Now, I hope you're not thinking of venturing out to sea again. The beast may have swum off into the open ocean, but I doubt he'll stay away for long. Perhaps a trip to the Warriors Rest Inn would be a wiser move. The inn has been a source of a mysterious rumor of late. Yeah, it's got that. It's so weird having explored the entire world, right? So we don't have to worry about any of this stuff. But going to the Warriors Rest Inn, we could actually go to Octagonia first. I think. Can't imagine why we wouldn't be able to. And we don't need to, particularly, but... Okay, so... It's a small gravestone. The inscription is old and worn. But Switch squints his eyes as hard as he can and manages to work out what it says. I saw many unforgettable sights on my travels as I hunted for mini metals across Erdrea, but two in particular will never be far from my heart. The first is the golden glitter of a mini metal. The second, the scene you see before you, the fields of wheat, whose every grain shines just as brightly, the land of Zvardrust, my home. I journeyed in search of mini metals, but along the way I found my true treasure, and so I will end my journey here in the land that I love. Here lies Maxi von Bloem, or Bloom, metal collector extraordinaire and proud daughter of Zardrust. Yeah, so it takes a long look around, absorbing the bucolic beauty of fields of golden wheat glittering like the setting sun on the ocean waves. It's quite a breathtaking sight. This is Maxie's true treasure, the scenery of her homeland of Zardrust. Return to l'Académie de Notre Maître de Medals and tell Rose what you've learned. Okay, so there's one quest completed. Welcome to Warriors Rest Inn. I suppose you come because you heard the rumors. Well, this is the place. Everyone who stays here has exactly the same dream. I shan't tell you what kind of dream it is, though. If you want to know, you'll have to spend the night. Ooh, she's a good businesswoman. Okay, that guy's not a quest guy yet. He will be later, I believe. Okay, if you wish to have the same dream as your fellow guests, you come to the right place. Now then, welcome to the inn, weary travelers. Would you like to spend the night or just rest for a while? In either case, I can offer you a rate of 50. Okay, I want to rest a while. Until night. Now, will I have the dream? I will.
Such pain. Such despair. I am helpless, powerless, bound by the chains of regret. If only I could go back, I would gladly accept eternal damnation just to go back to that day.
Please, hear my plea. You must free this restless knight from his prison of despair.
So we all had the same dream, eh? Just like people have been saying. The poor knight bemoaning his fate, asking to go back.
Oh, it was tragic. He looked so desperate. I wish there was something we could do to help, but we don't know who he is, or even where he is.
Maybe not. But that was Dracilian armor he was wearing. There's no doubt about that. What do you say, laddie? Shall we go and see what's become of Dundrasil now that this blasted darkness has engulfed the world?
Okay, so the game really wants us to do that, but I don't know necessarily that we don't want to go to... that we don't want to go to Octagon. I think Octagonia, both of them, there's great arguments for both. Whichever one we do is going to be really hard. Whichever one we do first is going to be really hard. And doing it will make the second one. It's just the way it works. But anyway, our little ghost girl is here. You're back. Did you find Maxie's grave? Was her legendary treasure buried there? Okay, and Switch tells Rose that Maxie's true treasure was actually the beautiful scenery of her homeland of Zardrust. So it was the fields of wheat that were the part of her treasure that shone like the setting sun, and it was her homeland that she thought was more precious than the purest gold. I see, it's not what I expected, but thank you. Thank you for fulfilling my last wish. Now I know what the treasure truly is. I can finally rest in peace. Oh, but before I go have this. Let me get a chrono crystal. I'm going up to the world tree right away so I can look down on Zardarust and see Maxie's treasure for myself. Bye-bye, we'll see each other again soon, I'm sure. You know, I hope not, you're dead. Alright, good. Quest completed. And this is weird because we couldn't get Wait, this is the thing I want to know about. Okay, so I want to check something out and just see if I can I'll have to go to Coast of Allure. I wish I could go to the sea by Coast of Allure. Because what I don't understand is, in the orders that we did things, we got to places, I mean, we got to places in different orders in the main game earlier. Like, we started from places like, we got to places like this after we got to places like Gondolia. So why can't we get to Gondolia from here? Oh man, there's a thing. So I can bring Eric in. Let's see how that works out.
Here goes nothing.
Huh.
Let's rock!
So yeah, we can use Eric. That actually makes this pretty crazy.
Triumph was never in doubt.
So if we can use Eric, that probably means that we can level up Eric. Were there enemies in here before? I mean, I don't think there were. Because, yeah, I'm really curious about this. Like, it seems like we should be able to get to Gondolia. Yeah, it's like straight south. Easy peasy. All these things that go on that we can do. Right, and there's stuff going on here, which is great. In fact, we could probably complete another quest. There's a weapon shop. There is. Okay, the fizzle foil. These are crazy upgrades here. The fizzle foil is actually the solution to... $10,000 gold coin. Oh, where to spend 10,000 gold coins at once? The fizzle foil is actually the solution to that other quest. So let's go back to the academy, and that'll get us 5 medals, and then we can stay there, and then we could come back. I mean, we could, like, the weapons here are great upgrades. So we could spend some money. We could upgrade Eric. We have Eric along on our next 2 quests, which is unusual. Eric is supposed to be not the last character you get back, but close. The game really expects you to go to Dunderzil, and then go to Octagonia, and then go to Sniffelheim, and then move on to Arborea. That's the order the game wants you to do it in. You could, I think you could skip Dunderzil completely almost. I don't know how that would work. So many fun things you could do with kind of stuff like that. But I think we get 5 mini medals for completing this. So that'll get us spiky armor. So you think that's the answer, do you? Interesting, very interesting. You're a perished, privileged traveler. You're dead right. The answer was a fizzle foil all along. To flag is to fizzle, and to frustrate is to foil. That's why the weapon that sounds like it's made to frustrate things that are flagging is a fizzle foil. I didn't think anybody would be able to solve my 2 most brain-straining riddles, but you did it. You're a set of smart shoes, alright. A real clever clogs. You win the riddle competition, and here's your reward. A set of small sovereigns. 5 mini medals. So now this has kind of become all about seeing where we can break, you know, the zoom locations and stuff in this game. So there's our spiked armor. And if... Okay, we get a miracle sword for reaching 60. Again, they're kind of underwhelming, right? So let's save our game, and when we come back... Alright, so when we come back, more of this. Bye, everybody.